It's Wednesday, December the 5th, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And what you're looking at over there is the island of Langkawi. It's the northernmost large island in Malaysia and a favorite stopping place for the yachties heading up to Thailand. It's a duty-free port, so it's a pretty good deal for getting things. Where I was over there. Can't see it quite anymore in the haze. That's where Talaga Harbor is. It's on the south side of the island, this particular bump out on the island. It's kind of a hazy day, but very nice. A little bit of clouds. The northeast monsoons have come in. Looking a little bit more to the northeast or north-northeast, that's the Malaysian mainland. Where I'm headed is out over this way. There's a couple of small islands off the coast, about 25 miles. So I'm going to spend the night there, anchored, maybe another day, see how it goes, as I slowly work my way up towards Thailand. It's only about 120 miles from here, so I don't have to go a long distance, and there's quite a few small islands along the way that are very pleasant to stop at. So I will certainly do that. It's Wednesday morning, December the 11th, about 8 o'clock. Over there on the horizon you can barely see a little bump. That's Phuket. It's about west-northwest of where I am. Now I'm going to pan down towards the south. That's an Australian boat, I do believe. I think the guy runs some kind of a dive service or something off his boat. It's an example of a OWM and a BSG. By the way, that's the crew on the boat. This is that little harbor where I am on PP. There's a couple of boats anchored over there, actually on moorings. That point of land over there, just around that point, not the big bluff, but the little point it's near, is a very nice beach called Monkey Beach. And this starts the beach here in the nice little bay where I am. You can see all the buildings. And a little bit later today, that beach will just be covered with bodies and people running to and fro in the long-tail boats, going out on dive excursions and various things. Getting over this way, you can see that they built a number of new dwellings up on the hillsides, get away from that danger of the tsunami. This area right back here you can see is all low, and the other bay to the south is just a quarter of a mile or a little bit more right over there. It's Saturday, December the 15th, about 9:30 in the morning. What you're looking at here is a nice little bay on the west side of the island of Phuket, down on the south end. You can see there's a fair number of boats in there, fishing boats and cruisers both. Looks like a delightful little bay. I might stop there, but not this time. I'm going a little further north up the coast to another little bay that's similar to this. It's a beautiful morning. Nice breeze. The water's very flat where I am now because I'm in the lee of the peninsula. Wind's blowing about, I don't know, maybe 18, something like that. Boat's cooking right along with a double reefed main and the Yankee. There's a trimaran over there honking along. And where I'm heading basically is up around that little bulge in the land there, and about another 3 or 4 miles is the bay that I'm headed to. It's pretty bright back this way, but that's where I came from, through that pass. I was up around that distant hill you see there is a separate island. I came there down south this morning from Ai Shalong. It's Sunday, December the 30th, 2007, of course, about 11 a.m. You're looking pretty much due north towards the Isle of Phuket in the Bay of Ao Sein. And that group of buildings centered in the picture are condos. Can be had for about $100,000 US. Beautiful ocean view, white sand beaches. I'm going to swing around slowly to the east here. See, there's a couple other boats there, and there's the beach starting. It's a pretty long beach. Good quarter of a mile or so, maybe. Number of buildings back in there. There's a couple of high-end hotels and restaurants. And starting about in here are a number of small restaurants. There's probably 8 or a dozen of them back in there. You can have a pretty decent meal for about $3 or $4 US. Another boat. You can see all the beach chairs out there on the beach. And this time of day things are starting to fill up pretty well with all the tourists. It's a beautiful spot. Wind this time of the year is supposed to blow out of the northeast, but we've been getting a lot of west and northwest winds, and some big swells out of the southwest, which kind of makes it bouncy here in the harbor. It's another little beach over there, and a little pass between the island on the right and the Phuket on the left, or Phuket.